The orchard has been here 53 years, going on 54. My grandparents bought it as an old rundown farm. I've been here, I've been a part of it most of my life. Haven't had another job outside of this.
I bet it's an awesome experience to have your grandfather as a mentor.
It is. To his credit, if I'd spent 50 years building something, I'd be rather hesitant for somebody else to come in. He has very graciously given me plenty of opportunities to succeed and plenty of opportunities to fail, and I've done both.
Yeah, for sure. And it's always nice to have somebody to call on for questions and
Sure.
Even to guide you along through those times where it's rough. At what point did you realize this is what you wanted to do?
We were pruning trees one winter. Pruning trees is a long, tedious process. We had a nice day and got asked if a couple of us, if we wanted to go play golf. Well, I kind of snapped back, no, and stayed and pruned. The rest of them went and played golf, and I'm sitting there by myself pruning trees, and began to wonder why I decided to stand here and prune trees rather than go play golf.
Tell us kind of what varieties of apple you offer.
Well, we've got 18 different varieties of apples.
Okay.
Start in June with the Lodi green transparent. Go into a summer golden delicious that's ripe now. Then move into more popular apples, Gala, Fuji, golden delicious, red delicious, and then also have some newer varieties, Honeycrisp, Pink Lady, Evercrisp. So there's an apple for everybody.
Do you have a personal favorite or one that's probably more popular here at the Jackson's Orchard?
Whatever we're picking that day.
Whatever you're picking that day. This is a family experience. You can come enjoy the apples right off the farm. You
Sure.
can also take in some of the agritourism that you all have for the kids. You enjoy that as well.
Oh, absolutely. Families can come starting Labor Day weekend, take a hayride back in the apples, and you pick apples. Come and play on the playground, apple cider slush, apple pie from the concession stand, apples, cider, jams, jellies, everything right out of the store.
So it's basically pretty much a 24/7 job then.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And you all have some help too, right?
We do. I have 5 guys that are with me in the orchard every day. Can't say enough about them and what they bring to the table. So definitely couldn't do it without them.
Yeah, look who's joined
Then
us.
I'm around a little bit to help him some, or to get in his way, one or the other.
Oh, I know it's awesome to have you on the farm with Jonathan. I know that I've always been a big admirer of the Jackson's Orchard. I came here even as a child out in the orchard. And now you all do a great apple festival. Let's talk about that for a little bit.
Well, we started that several years ago, and we do 5 of them, and it's the 5 weekends before Halloween. And we've done, the playground has been added to that, wagon rides. We're getting back into the you pick apples, and we have pumpkins you can pick. And the festival, we had one of those early, and it rained. So we decided, let's spread that out, let's have more, and now 5 doesn't seem to be adequate. 5 are really good weekends for us, and people come and have a big time, and we sell lots of the pies and ice cream Jonathan's talking about. October's just the time of year for us. The apples are ripe, they're at their peak, we're making cider and it's good, and pumpkins, and October is just our time of year.
I think y'all have even expanded even to the farm to school program as well.
We're in 8 different school systems throughout southern Kentucky, along with farmers markets during the summertime, peach season. We're here on the farm April through middle of November. Now we've also got Jackson's Orchard's Facebook page and website that is constantly updated with what's going on.
We're teaching the children of what a good apple is, and we hope that later on in life they'll eat apples. I remember having those in school and they were good and we like them. So we're glad to be a part of that and to be a part of the Farm to School program. I think it's a great program.
Yeah. Let me ask you, Mr. Jackson, what is your hope for the orchard in the future?
Well,
What do you hope to have it become?
just what it is. You answer it.
I think I touched on it earlier. As
Yeah.
far as continuing to provide a quality product that's safe and people enjoy, educating people as to where the food comes from. If we can do both those things and continue to be a contributing member of South Central Kentucky, I think
That's
that's
the key.
successful.
That's
yes.
it.
Yes, that right
That's
there.
the vision.
Yes.
And he has it, and he's the future of it.
So to get started with this recipe actually calls for Gala apples, but we're substituting these Ginger Golds because they are what we have on tap right now. And so what we want to do is we want to take these, we've washed these apples, and we're going to take one of these apple cores to kind of help us out with the whole chopping process. We're just going to center that up on this apple and then apply pressure. This is juicy. Did y'all see all that juice? These apples are going to be very delicious in this salad. This apple core makes slicing a lot easier, and then we're not stuck with all that core. Makes it much neater. And we're not going to peel these apples because the peeling actually adds some extra fiber and nutrition. All right, last one. Going to use this apple core to kind of make this a little bit easier for us. Y'all, these are some juicy apples. So after you core your apples, sometimes the core isn't perfect, and so we can see that we have left some seeds in there. So we just want to take our knife and get those out. And so I'm just going to go ahead and continue to cut these apples into bite-sized pieces, leaving the skin on, and we're going to toss those with our 5 ounces of spinach that we have over here that's going to be the base of our salad. And we're using baby spinach because that is in more bite-sized pieces to where we don't have to run the knife through the spinach for that. And so we have a lot of nutrients in the spinach as well. Now this particular recipe doesn't call for any type of protein, but you can certainly add some rotisserie chicken or maybe some baked chicken breast that you cut up into bite-sized pieces. That would go well with this particular recipe. All right, now that we have all of our apples chopped into bite-sized pieces, we're just going to add that to our 5 ounces of spinach. And then also the other ingredients that we're going to add just right on top are 2 ounces of sharp white cheddar cheese, and that's shredded. And that cheddar cheese and apples, a wonderful pairing that's going to taste great. And we don't need a whole lot of it because it's that sharp cheddar cheese that's going to be so flavorful. And then just for a little sweet, we're going to add half a cup of golden raisins. Now if golden raisins aren't in your budget, you can certainly use regular raisins. It's just going to give it a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of color variation, and just a little bit of surprise when you bite down into that salad. So we're going to make a dressing that pairs perfectly with our apple spinach salad. And to make homemade dressing, you really just need something sweet, a little bit of acid like a vinegar, and then a carrier oil like an olive oil. And so we're going to add some fun spices to this dressing that's going to go perfect with our apple spinach salad. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We have 2 tablespoons of honey, and Jackson's actually has local honey there available at the store, so you can just pick that up when you pick up your apples. And this is going to provide the sweetness. It's also going to provide a little bit of thickness for our dressing. And then next comes the acid. And what we have is we have 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And so it's perfect, right? Apple cider vinegar in this apple dressing. And that's going to give it a little bit of bite in our vinaigrette. And then 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And that olive oil is going to help all of our ingredients mix together and give us nice coverage on our salad. And so you can see that that's already making a nice vinaigrette. And then you get to add spices. You get to add whatever you like that's special for your salad. And so what we're going to do is we're going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of dry mustard. We're going to add that right in. And then our secret ingredient, cinnamon. And cinnamon is going to be a great accompaniment with this salad. Cinnamon and apples, it's great together. And so we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon to our dressing mixture. And then to kind of top it all off, we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of garlic. And this is finely chopped garlic, so it's just going to add a lot of flavor when we whisk all of our ingredients together. I already smell those great flavors, that cinnamon, that garlic mixed together, paired with our apples, spinach, and our sharp cheddar cheese. It's going to be a flavor explosion. And so we're going to take our salad and we're just going to drizzle this vinaigrette over the salad. And then we're going to give it a good toss and mix and make sure that we have all of that mixed together. But first, we're going to top it. We want a little crunch, but instead of a crouton, we're going to put toasted almonds on top. These are slivered almonds that we've toasted. Toss those on top, and you're finished. You have a great healthy salad. This will make 10 1-cup servings and be great to serve your family. So if you would like this recipe for the apple spinach salad, you can check out our show notes, and there's also a link there to Jackson's Orchard. If you haven't been, you are missing a treat. You can go up there, pick apples, and have fun with your entire family. Also, if you want to know more information about local orchards in your area, contact your local extension office and they'd be happy to help.
You didn't leave her out there, did you?
No, she was gonna buy some apples.